What's going on, everybody? It's IAMQUARTET. Welcome to Fans of the Culture Live. Tonight's guest is Chris Headen of Chris Headen and BrandNu. What's going on, bro?
What's good, man? What's up?
What's good, man? Hey, man, I actually, just catching up with you, man. I actually looked at our first interview we did back when we was when you was in, I think it was a Moncure.
Yeah, with Lachelle's program.
Yeah, she had our program, man. What's been going on with you, though, man?
Oh, man, we still out here doing it, man. Still doing it. We're doing what we can do right now.
Yeah.
It's rough out here right now, but yeah, we still getting it, man. We're in the studio right now trying to get this album finished up. We got some good music coming for you.
Yeah, a couple of things that I've noticed that even when I look at the old interview, we didn't really touch on like really how you got your start and how you got in the quartet.
Well, my family has been doing quartet pretty much all my life. I mean, I started when I was about 5-6 years old, following my dad around beating on boxes, playing drums, and my two of my uncles, they were in a quartet. So when I got up into my high school years, I started playing drums with them and slowly transitioning into singing background. So I've been dabbling in this quartet thing for a pretty good while, doing background. It wasn't only until a couple of years ago that I decided to go out on my own and do my own thing.
And who did you sing with when you was just singing in the back?
I started out singing with this group from Solid City called the Gospel Souvenirs. That was my uncle's group. And I went from there to another group in Solid City with a bunch of high school friends called Voices United. And with that group, we did our first album with that group. So that was my first experience recording. So after that, we kind of didn't do anything for a while. So then I started dabbling around with other groups, just helping out people and just trying to stay in it.
Yeah. Was that? Greetings. My name is IAMQUARTET, and the road to 2K starts now. To help us reach our goal, subscribe. Thank you! Like, share, and comment on all videos. Play the video until the end, even if you're not watching it. This helps YouTube recommend our channel. Oh! What? I guess, so your uncles, so it's in your family, but was it a particular person in your family that really made you want to do like quartet? Because normally it is that one person, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my uncle Theodore Smith. Yeah, pretty much people around Solid City know who Theodore was. He passed a couple of years ago, but I mean, he was pretty much a legend around here. And his voice, I mean, he could sing "Mary Had a Little Lamb," and it was just touchy in a way that you wouldn't think it would.
Wow.
And just watching him sing, I was like, man, I want to be able to do that, And that's pretty much where it started at for me.
Yeah. What year did you start the group though?
We started BrandNu about 3 years ago. Wow. Yeah, it'd be about 3 years ago.
So around the time that me and you met, you was just like literally starting.
Yeah, we was just starting there. Yeah. That was our first year, actually.
That's crazy. Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
We were strong that first year, man.
Yeah. And then, because I went back and looked at that video. I looked at the one where y'all was in Newton Grove. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Y'all was in Newton Grove. That was a good one now, man.
Yeah, it was. Actually, I was looking at that the other day, actually. And that was a pretty good turnout right there.
It was, man. I was like, man. But Newton Grove, like, probably like one of my favorite spots anyway. Now, so was it hard convincing the guys to be a part of the group, or was it just awesome?
Actually, it wasn't. Actually, how BrandNu got started, I was actually helping out a friend of mine with a quartet, and Jeremiah was playing with him, and BJ, and I brought a drummer from Solid City. And one night after their rehearsal, we were just messing around. I was like, man, we need to get together and do something, man. It was like, yeah, let's do it. So it just started off, with just us talking. But then as that talk progressed, we had a first rehearsal and we liked how it turned out. So we went from there. Yeah, it was then that first rehearsal. Let's see, I was there, Jeremiah McKeever was there, BJ, Darren Little, and who else was it? TC Marsh was there that first rehearsal. And I mean, we worked on a drive that I had been messing with, and it was like magic. It was like them guys have been working on that song their entire life, and just from there it just went on, man.
Now, so do you write majority of the song?
I write them all, yeah.
Write them all. So what made you pick Born Again though? Was it because it was the most prepared, or it just sounded like it was out already? You know what I'm trying to say?
But I think Born Again came out right when it needed to come out. I mean, it had a nice little groove to it, and it was pretty much well prepared. So, I mean, we laid it down and liked how it turned out. So we all agreed that should be the first thing.
So, did y'all have an anniversary that year? The first year?
Yeah, we did have an anniversary that first year.
I think I just missed that. How was that? Like, was it everything you expected it to be? Did it make you nervous?
Now, yeah, I was nervous, and that was my first time. Like I said, that was my first experience with my own group. So that was the first time with me being in charge of everything from the leader standpoint. I mean, like when you're in a group singing background, you may help out, but everything falls on the leader.
Everything, yeah.
That was my first experience with that. So it was taxing at times, but it worked itself out.
Yeah. Was it really was it hard for you? Because I know whenever the thing about it promoting, because that's essentially what you're doing, especially when it's your anniversary, is
right.
You have to do a lot of work to try to at least get the word out. But I know it can be very tiresome. But was it something did you learn something about that process, or it's still kind of unfamiliar territory?
I learned a little about it. I mean, it's still a whole lot. I still got a whole lot to learn about that aspect. And right now I'm reaching out to people, to try to, help me learn more in that aspect. But I know more now than I did then. So, yeah, I kind of look at that as a learning experience since it was my first time out. So you learn what not to do. You learn when to start doing things. You learn, you see who's going to help you and who's not going to help you. You kind of just got to feel things out. So I learned from that experience. So, yeah.
Now, so you mentioned that y'all in the studio right now. Like, what's the direction of the album? Is it gonna be the sound that I'm kind of used to, like the Born Again, the other songs I might have heard you sing, or is it gonna be kind of like a whole new sound?
Well, it's kind of gonna be a little of both, because now last year we did the relaunch, so I got all new guys. So with having an all new band, of course, you don't want to have that. You won't have that same sound. So we got a little of the same things that you're used to, and then we're coming out with some things that you probably wouldn't expect from us. So the album is going to be a nice album.
Cool. Man, when you so that was a moment where I guess y'all maybe took a break. I guess that's a fair word to say.
Yeah.
And then you picked it back up. Was that transition? Because I know when it's in you and you're not doing it, it's like, oh my God, like you just want to go home and go to sleep. I get it. But was it a big transition from the old set of guys to the new set of guys?
I wouldn't say it was a big transition, but it was. Yeah, it's hard to say because with the guys I got now, I mean, they're good guys. My old band, they were good guys too.
Yeah.
But no matter how much you try to push things, sometimes life just happens. Life happens.
Absolutely.
So, and when you're working with a group of individuals, sometimes everybody ain't on the same page. One person might have something else going on, and they need to do this, and it's just hard sometimes to gel. But during that little break that we took, it was rough. It was rough because I was wanting to get out there and couldn't get out there. I had things in me that I wanted to get out, that I needed to get out, and it was rough not being able to do that. And at times I was like, well, there ain't just no point of me going back, starting back. And I had almost reached that point, and somebody that I didn't even know listened to quartet music. Somebody at my job stopped me one day, and it was like, man, did I see you on iTunes, man? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, man, I downloaded the song, man. That's great, man. You need to keep doing that. So I took that as, if people that have never heard my music or even listened to quartet music, listen to it and it touches them, then I need to get back out there and do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So.
Is it now, as far as like that Siler City, Sanford area, is it coming up? Was it something, I guess the more of the question I'm asking, did you see a whole lot of kind of working together, or it was just everybody kind of stayed to themselves? Like when you look at the connection. Mm-hmm.
And back in them days, man, it was a whole lot more camaraderie than it is right now. I mean, we would roll up at programs, man. It would be pretty much every group in the area would be at the programs. So every time somebody had a program, they knew you had a group. You own that program. And it wasn't about getting paid. It wasn't about people showing out, trying to bust the house and nothing like that. It was just people getting together and ministering. And I mean, now it's kind of, I'm not going to say it's steered away from that, but a group that has good music compared to a group that's going to get in the house and just and just cut up, it's hard for that group with good music to actually get relevant bookings. And I mean, along with the singing, of course, I know you got to have showmanship and all that, but what is the line? What does the line come? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, yeah, but back in those days, man, it was a totally different ball game than it is now.
Yeah, I was also thinking lately too. Now that everybody's had a time to, I guess, sit down, I think that we're gonna have to really take things slow and really not leap too far. Like I think, to me, I think everybody should take a moment to kind of reset their mind, because you look at everything that we do. If you hear the horror stories, driving 10 hours, the money's not there, or you can't get a table or something like that. I really feel like that this was the opportunity for us to really regroup and really start kind of using our head with certain with certain things, because now it's just different. But I was thinking too, in your 3 years, and there's a certain, like, I mean, you're a laid back guy, but you do got a young energy about it. Mm-hmm. You still are a young group, so I think your outlook will probably keep you straight. Because how sometimes people sing for a long time, they get very discouraged and I'm tired. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what'll work for you. If that's really one lesson that you've learned in your 3 years of singing, what is that lesson?
The let go and let God.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, we as people, when we want to get something done, I mean, we take it upon ourselves to do it. And then it may not turn out the way that we wanted to turn out. Then we want to start pointing fingers at people and stuff like that. But if we just let God do it, and the outcome will be the way that it's meant to be. So one thing that I've learned is just not to push things. If it's meant to happen, God will allow it to happen.
Yeah. Another question. You got a choice of 5 people that you can have in your group. Besides, and I'm talking about like legends. Like, you can still have the same guys, but you get to have 5 more group members in your group. Legends. What five? You got the pick of the litter. What's the five that you pick?
Man, I got to have Willie Neal off top. Got to have Willie Neal. I mean, I saw him a couple of times, and I mean, he has an energy that I just don't think nobody else can match, man. So I'd have to have him.
Yeah.
And of course, Joe Gunn, got to have Joe. Because, I mean, you can take me where the thunder don't roll. You got to have him. You know, after that, you come up to some of the newer guys. I mean, I don't know if you put him in the legend category, but
yeah.
Tim Rogers, I mean, Pastor Tim, I mean, he gonna take you there. He gonna take you there.
He'll beast. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I had to throw Paul Beasley in the mix.
Yeah.
Throw Paul in there. And I guess I would end that off with let's see. I put Spencer in there.
Yeah.
Because like I said, he's like one of those, I mean, there's some people that they ain't got to sing a whole lot. They ain't got to sing hard. Just their presence in the room is enough. And he one of them guys, man.
Man, I one time seen him, man, the music was so low that like you could barely hear it.
Yeah.
And it was so low, man. And they was and the background and him, they was like just like right above them. It was almost like if there's a such word as perfect,
right.
It was perfect, man.
Yes, sir.
But man, man, I don't know, man. I just think about there's a legacy, like even though there's a legacy that we all like live through, you know what I mean? And I think sometimes you have to really remember that too. That's why, because the way that they were able to be successful and the struggles that they went through is different from now. But, you know, we have to always just remember and really, enjoy it too. Because really the ministry itself is like so serious, man. Like it's really, really serious. That's why, you know, you want to try to enjoy what you do because you really are changing someone's life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's with me, I don't want it to get, I want us to be as successful as God allows us to be, but I don't want it to get to the point where I feel like it's an actual job, and then at the end of the ministry, I don't get nothing from it. I mean, I don't want to get to that point.
Yeah, that's true. But you got any last words, man?
I just want to say, I appreciate, you reaching out for the interview and everything, and just want everybody to know that Chris Headen BrandNu will have the album out soon. So if you ain't heard us in a while, get ready. I'm sure the album is going to be exciting for you.
Hey, man, as always, man, I appreciate you, man. It was a great conversation, man. And man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see y'all again, too, man. Like, I'm excited, man. At this point,
hey, man, if you told me something was going on right now, man, I'd be there. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, my bro, man. As always, man, you be safe out there, man. I see you when I see you, bro.
You too, man.
All right, man.
All right now.